A trick that I picked up from an engineer friend a couple years back was the idea of using velocity control to limit how big our pianos are getting. All pianos, whether it's a hardware piano or a software piano, it's all getting its information from the MIDI notes that are being transmitted by the keybed, right? And so some keyboards have a velocity curve that you can customize or you can play around with to affect how loud that internal piano is getting. In software world, it's really cool because most any program that you're going to use to host your keys, whether it's MainStage or Ableton or anything else, is going to have something built in that lets you control the velocity. So what I have is for each of my piano plugins, as I'm building the sound and putting it all together, I've gone through and inserted a kind of a velocity utility that says you're not going to go any louder than whatever I set it at. So for the Woodchester, for instance, I'm maxed out at 114. So even if I play louder than a velocity of 114, this plugin is never going to generate anything louder than a velocity of 114. I'm not compressing the sound. I'm just keeping it from triggering those ultra loud samples in its own library. So for each instrument, I'll go through and do that and find the sweet spot to where no matter how hard I play here, it feels controlled. It still feels punchy. It feels good to me as a player. Like when I dig in, it still gives me something back, but it's helpful to not overpower front of house. We love for our pianos to be dynamic, right? We love it to the soft parts to be soft and the loud parts to really come alive. And the challenge that can provide sometimes is if we're too dynamic, then when we get really soft, our front of house audio guys completely lose us. And let's be fair for our audio guys, there's a lot happening back there and we can't expect them to always be like listening for me, right? I can't hear myself in the house. He got really quiet and he's also mixing 6 other vocals and the whole drum kit and the whole band of music. We want to help out as much as we can. There's a couple ways that you would typically maybe do that to keep a piano from getting super, super loud. You could throw it through a compressor. The problem with that is some pianos, in order to really control it, it gets really squashed sounding and compresses the life out of it. And so we don't really want to do that. So